Oh, bruh.
There we go. What's up? Coming at you. Hang on a second.
Hang on a second. I can't get any work done with you. Let's go live. It's fun to go live on a Friday. That's what he said. I can't get any work done with you. Look at that. You know what that is? Do you know what that is? That's that good juice. The CBD cream. What you doing? We ain't talking about shit.
Yo.
Whoa.
How many people watching? What's
Whoa.
up? Yeah.
17,000.
Alright. We're gonna do this live on a Friday.
No, we ain't. We ain't doing shit on a Friday.
What's the topic? We talking about a lot of stuff.
We ain't talking about shit.
What's up? Alright. So anyway, basically, I was just going to hit on something that I've been paying attention to. Some stuff that I vaguely pay attention to what's going on, what people saying online and everything. And the topic is stop running your mouth. But basically, I'm just talking about how everybody's getting all this knowledge. You know, everybody's getting all this knowledge. And they're running their mouth saying everything, you know, putting everything out there. People out in the streets trying to do stuff, trying to demonstrate things, you know. And there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of craziness going on. I don't know if anybody saw this other video that I put out like a week ago where I was just in the car just talking basically about people that claim to be Moors who are like out here demonstrating, right? Like telling the police, you don't have the jurisdiction over me and all this stuff. You know, some people are getting jacked up. They're getting hemmed up over that stuff, right? Going in the courtrooms and everything. And, you know, trying to demonstrate. I get where you're coming from. We're trying to demonstrate how, you know, they don't have authority over you. They don't have jurisdiction over you. And I get all that. I understand. Right? And people have been talking about this stuff for years. Like, the information isn't really new. You know, it started out in the streets at a grassroots level, you know. It just started spreading. And then with the internet, you know, people started getting on YouTube and all that stuff. Before YouTube, MySpace and everything, people were just getting on, spreading and sharing the information. And it was cool because, like, you know, it doesn't matter what you were into, whether it was like metaphysics, you know, law, like, you know, hidden history, anything, all this stuff was getting put out there and it was happening fast, right? Because we're entering into the information age. So, like, anything you want to know, you can find it out, right? So it's cool that people were sharing what they were learning or what they knew, what they've been knowing for all this time. It's cool because everything's getting out there, right? And so we got all this information available. If you want to know, you can know. Like, if you're a dumbass right now, you know, you meant to be a dumbass because all the information is out there, right? You don't even have to ask anybody if you want to know something. You can just look it up yourself and get it in an instant. So we have all this information out. People have been actually physically, you know, challenging things and doing stuff, right? So there's all types of demonstrations. You have some people that were impeccable with the knowledge who actually went into court and stood on their square and proved their point, right? So you have people who did it and succeeded, right? And then, you, of course, like for the average person, they're not going to do that because most people are like buying packets from other people. It's like hastily put together and missing things, vital information. So they're going in there on court trying to stand on their square, and they don't even have the proper tools to do it. You know, and people are getting hemmed up behind that. So there's misinformation out there too. You know, and the thing that I was just trying to say, you know, it should seem like common sense, but it isn't. It's like there's like an etiquette to this thing, like how to properly go about doing it, right? Especially if you're new to the information, whether you're into more science or whatever you're into, right? When you're getting all this information, man, you shouldn't go around telling your family. It's just like somebody who's just now vegan or something, somebody who's a vegetarian. You don't go around getting on your family and friends' nerves, trying to make people feel bad because they eat meat, you know, telling, oh, you know, your body's like a morgue. You got all this dead meat up in you. You know, you don't go around doing that stuff.
Like people want to hear that shit about themselves.
Because it's annoying, right? So, like, yeah, you're a new vegan or you've been a vegan for a year or whatever. You don't go around doing that. But, like you know, hopefully the people out there, especially who've been doing this for a while, you know now. You know how to be cool and be around other people. But, like, you know, people that's new to it, you're excited and everything, so you're going out getting on everybody's nerves. You know, and it's the same way with, like, this isn't really new. It's just the same way with, like, religion. You know, with older religions, like, I don't mean to jump from topic to topic, but, like, people that are like Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, they're going around trying to convert everybody and getting on everyone's nerves. They're not even going to be a Jehovah's Witness, you know, 2 years from now. But right now, they all into it, and they bothering everybody. So the information is like that. You know, it could be your health. It could be whatever you're doing. And if you're going about it the wrong way, you just bothering everybody, you know. So it's the same way with, you know, Hebrew, Israelite, Nubian, whatever, Moorish, whatever you claim you are. Now you got people, oh, you black. You calling yourself black. Black ain't, you know, black is, hey, we know what black is. It's a status. We know, you know, what it means. Everybody else doesn't know. And you don't have to kill people with the knowledge. You don't have to get on people's nerves. You don't have to be annoying with it, right? And so I think, like, you know, some people know that. That's kind of like street. You know, not to talk too much, you know, not to bother people with it, you know, to put everything you think you know out there, right? Internet can fool you, man. Like, what do they call these pages on social media? Like on Facebook, they call your page a profile, right? So you're on there and say you're like, you put in your whole philosophy out there. Everything that you think, how you feel about the government, how you feel about the real government, the secret government that's running everything. You know what I'm saying? You putting all this information out there, you know, about how you feel and what you're thinking. You're profiling yourself, you know. And if you're in law enforcement, you know to profile people, to profile everyone. You're like, especially when you're on the job, when you're on duty, you're profiling everyone, even regular civilians that you know aren't criminals. You're profiling everyone just so you know, okay, they cool. This motherfucking shady. That's a motherfucking dirtbag right there. You know, you profile everyone. You try to get their mind state and try to, you know, put them in categories so you know who to fuck with. And so, like, when you're doing this stuff online, you're profiling yourself. You know, you're profiling yourself and the people around you. You're willingly doing it, putting all this information out there, and you don't even know who's watching. It's just like we doing a Facebook Live. We see the little eye says how many people watching. You don't really know who's watching, though. You can't see on the other side. You don't know who sees this. You don't even know what the Facebook algorithm is. You know, you don't know the AI behind it, and you don't know why they put this entity out here. You know, maybe it wants to get everyone's ideas and to have an idea of who's what, who's where, how many people are thinking like this, how many people are planning on moving this way and that way. You know, it's just like if you out of town and you get robbed, but while you was out of town, you posting pictures of like you being out on vacation. Hang on a second.
What?
What's up?
Mommy, you want to hear my story? Okay, we walked inside the bathroom. We were paying, but then the thing fall down, and then we were trying to fix it, but it keep falling down, and then it fall down on Sasa toes, and then Sasa said ow, and then we couldn't not do it.
So you broke my shit?
No.
broke my shit?
Nothing.
Okay, let's go. Let's go fix it. Thank you for telling me your story. I don't like your story because it talks about breaking my stuff.
Actually, the curtain didn't even drape.
Oh, the curtain. Somebody broke my curtain.
See, she should always fixing it. She should always fixing it.
Thank you. You want some water?
Uh-huh.
Come on, get some
Always
water.
fixing it.
Where was I?
Let's go.
I need some water. I need some water.
Alright. Y'all completely forgot my train of thought. But that's life. Okay, but like, alright. So you don't even really know what's going on, you know, with the things that you're on, like Instagram and all that stuff. You don't know if it's trying to get a composite of how everyone in the world is and what they're thinking. It's all being fed into the AI, so the AI knows your next move, you know?
That was so good. Sasa.
So we're putting all this information out there, right? And it's already been done before, or else you wouldn't have it. Because, you know, even if you got your information from the streets, from looking in actual books, talking to other people, real people out there, it's out there on the internet. Because somebody that's seen it online before, somebody's put it out there. You know, pretty much everything's been digitized and put online for real. Okay. All right.
Come
Somebody
on.
want to be a star.
You're gonna
Well,
drop
you gonna drop
I'm a
that, baby.
star. No.
All
All right,
right.
let's turn off all the TVs. Come on.
Oh, everything off. All right. So, I'm confused as hell right now. But, okay, so you get me right. Like, on the real. I'm putting all this information out. It's already been put online, so there's really no reason, you know, unless you come in with something groundbreaking new that no one's ever seen before, there's really no reason to be putting everything online, you know. There's no reason to be even demonstrating, you know, your sovereignty or whatever you're trying to do to show that, you know, the police don't have authority over you, because there's people who've been, you know, who had their information right and who knew what they're doing and who correctly demonstrated the stuff before. So we know it could be done. Okay, so we know it could be done, and that's good. Let's internalize it. Let's go underground with it and make this something real. You know, because for the other people, for everyone else that's out here doing it, like I said in this other video, you're putting the chicken before the egg, because it's like, okay, all right, like from a Moorish perspective, right? All right. If we trying to be like, oh yeah, y'all don't have authority over us and all this and that, right? Okay, all right. Look at the state of where we're at right now. You know, are we unified? Are you gonna be able to go out here and challenge their authority, and all these Moors are gonna come and back you up? You know, with the muscle, they coming in there and making sure that you good, that can't nobody hurt you. We not moving like that. You know. So that's not really realistic. It's cool that people have demonstrated, you know, from a certain perspective that, you know what I'm saying, that it's real, you know? But you don't have to go and do that anymore, you know? Because, like, to act like that would be putting the chicken before the egg, because we're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? We are not there yet. Even people who are aware that they're Moors aren't there yet, you know? Because even within the whole Moorish paradigm, you have all these different sects, all these people that are beefing with each other, don't get along, and I don't even want to put all that out there, because then I'll be doing what I'm telling people not to do, you know? We don't want to air out too much dirty laundry and all that. Some of the stuff needs to be handled behind closed doors, especially if it's for real, you know, if it's real shit. Need to be handled behind closed doors, you know? You don't need to put it all out there for everybody to know. You know, it's time to do instead of talking. You know, it's time to stop trying to get likes and be popular online and stuff like that, and just do it. You know, without all the
Unless you
accolades.
get money from it. Turn those likes into money. Turn those clicks into cash.
So, like, you know, basically that's really just what I wanted to hit on, because, you know, for the most part, that's all you see is the information being regurgitated, People putting everything out there, you know. And it's like, look, man, if you can look at your profile and already know what you're about and all this stuff, even if you're not on no criminal activity or anything like that, it's still not a good thing. Maybe, just maybe, people shouldn't just be able to look at your profile and know what your mentality is. You know, maybe people shouldn't just be able to look and know what your psychology is and, you know, how you think about everything, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like what's wrong with just wearing regular clothes and a suit or something on and just going about your business doing you and everybody don't know where you're at, you know? You're not out on the street like yelling like this and, you know, the white man, that one saying all this stuff and letting everybody know how you feel, you know?
Right.
Because like
you gotta function in this world, whether you like it or not. You have to work with white people, or like you have to work with Asians. You have to work with all kinds of people. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like creating your own business and you know you have your own stuff established. But even still, then you know the world is full of everybody right now, and it's like you have to deal with other people sometimes, and you know you can't be ignorant about it. And if you about making money and coming up, you definitely got to deal with other people.
Words. So, you know, I was just sharing that. I mean, that's just the way to look at things. I ain't saying everybody has to do this, but like there's some wisdom in that because like seriously, like I don't really see anything new or groundbreaking occurring that just has to be said. There's a lot of stuff just being said, you know, especially in the Morris paradigm that could just like be offline, you know. You could just be talking about it with each other because like, you know, putting all this stuff out there, it's not getting anybody anywhere. And it's just helping to further profile yourself, you know, and let the government or whoever you think is watching you know, Facebook know who you are, where you are, what you're thinking. You know, and there's stuff that I've shown where there's all types of people paying attention to this. Just with the moresinamerica.com website that I have, you know, there's all types of people who come on there, they're angry with the stuff I'm saying, and they don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of people paying attention, you know? And if you're coming from you for your Instagram page or whatever, and it's tied to you, you know, you just letting everybody know where you think. Whereas, like, I could be in an office somewhere or doing something with, you know, with other people, and they don't know who I am or what I think or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, like, that's the best way to move is to, you know, just handle your business and do you without having, like, your heart on your sleeve so that everyone knows, you know, who you are, whether you're an enemy or foe or anything like that. And I think, like, there's a lot of us, like, you know, are like against being organized, you know, because that's one of the things a lot of people do. The first thing they do is want to shun off, you know, throw away everything that you felt like was a part of the problem. You know, organized religion, you know, politics, all of that stuff, you know, don't want to participate now, don't want to do any of that. And it's like, man, we're going to have to step our game up, you know. Maybe it is time to organize or to even get with some of these organizations that's already here, the temples, the churches, you know, the mosques, the synagogues, all that stuff. Get in there and change it from the inside. And even that, you know, is saying too much. It's saying too much. You know, it's just things, just little ideas, snippets out there. But this is like stuff to talk about amongst each other, you know, off the internet, you know, so that other people don't know what you're thinking. You know, and do it. Because it's like, you don't know what the Vietnamese Americans are thinking, you know, because, like...
They don't talk to your ass.
Yeah, and I mean, I ain't saying it's not Vietnamese people stupid putting everything out there, too. But I'm just saying, like, for real, the people is like, you know, this got the society set up that's paying off the cops and paying politicians to make laws for them. You don't know what they're thinking because they have a council, they go and meet, and they put money behind it, and they get it done. And we could do that, too, you know? But it's got to be done offline, and we can't talk about it. We can't let everybody know, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's have this meeting. And then we talking about it and just talking and letting everybody know, man.
But, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, being online, it created like a hive mentality so that people all around the world, you know, with the same or different belief systems could actually hook up and, you know, talk about these things, talk this shit out. Because a lot of stuff have to be changed right now. And the only way to change it is to talk about it. But when, like, you're in a group a certain group of people that's being held down all over the world on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to start doing stuff a little different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, share your knowledge, share, you know what I'm saying, your purpose or whatever, but you have to be smart about it. Because the whole world is looking at black people, whether you like it or realize it or not. Everything that black people, so-called black people do, they are fucking watching, they're talking about it. It's like the only thing that matters in this world.
Yeah, that's true. And like she was saying, I mean, yeah, the internet is good, serves its purpose, you know, we can connect, but I mean, there's some things that still just have to be done the old-fashioned way, you know? Like you're not trying to have sex with somebody online. I hope not, because that's lame as hell. You're trying to be with a real person, you know, and do what you got to do. And sometimes you got to talk to people face to face, and you don't want other people to know what you're talking about, because it's none of their business. It's on a need-to-know basis. And some of the stuff that people are talking about is on a need-to-know basis, and y'all putting it out there for everybody, you know, and just like demonstrating and stuff. I'm saying, like, chill on that shit, you know, just get on the business, talk amongst each other, you know what I'm saying, and chill on that shit, because it ain't moving things forward, you know. So, you know,
we've talked about this stuff a bunch of times in a whole bunch of videos. You know, we hinted on, you know, the certain etiquettes that people are supposed to have when they're online. It's like, it's a trip, because like when you like in this certain group, especially in the conscious community, you know what I'm saying, you start to feel like you really know these people. But I mean, even though you're like far away from each other, never met, you know, face to face, you know what I'm saying, you know everything about them because you've been like following them and they follow you like for years. So it's like, and if we can do it, you know, other people like infiltrators, they're doing it. You know, white people are doing it. Yeah,
you don't know who's who online.
Right. You got to be careful.
Exactly. And like, I mean, I see people too spreading misinformation, whether they realize it or not. I remember just like not that long ago, was people talking, you know, spreading some stuff about, you know, not paying taxes and stuff like that. And it's like, I get the sentiment. I hear where you're coming from. I understand it, you know, but I saw just in the words and the things that the people that were spreading it were saying, they weren't even on top of it. They didn't even really know what they were saying. They just got a little bit of information and they're excited because, you know, I feel where they're coming from, and they're spreading it, you know, and then other people are getting it and they're getting, you know, caught up. You know, and that's how you got people out here thinking, okay, we going to go squat in that house because this is our land, Aboriginal rights and all that stuff. And you don't even know everybody has squatters' rights. All over the world, people do that. There was this big high-rise in Brazil, like in Sao Paulo, and like a bunch of people that were homeless took it over, you know? And like they did the squatters' rights. Everyone, the sovereign citizens, the white dudes who don't like y'all, they got militias and they actually training for a race war, you know, which is part of like their ideology. But they do the squatters' rights things, you know. So that ain't your shit. It's everyone's shit, you know. And it has nothing to do with being Mormons. But you got people that take a little bit of something and they're excited about it. And instead of like internalizing that, like studying and talking to people on the side, they're out here running their mouth and telling everybody half-ass shit, you know. And people are getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in Memphis got locked up, man. Somebody with kids, you know? And so, like, you know, stuff like that, man, it's crazy. You know, like, you got to chill, man. It's time to go underground with it. Be you on the surface, handle your business and stuff. And if you got other shit to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Do that shit offline. Handle that, you know, discreetly. And be, you know what I'm saying? Be cooler with the shit, you know? We don't want to tell on ourselves, you know? You don't want to be a rat and get yourself locked up for running your mouth too much. So that's really all I just wanted to say, you know?
And one more thing. You with fucking 100,000 followers on and fucking 25 million friends and shit on social media, those motherfuckers ain't your friends, okay? Just because you got all those people in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Those are not your friends. You can't trust them. You don't know the motherfuckers. So be careful what you say, because, like, we see a lot of people making a lot of mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Like, in their relationships, in their fucking family life, and their, everything, like stuff, incriminating shit, telling on yourself about all kinds of shit. Like, nobody's supposed to know when you're leaving your fucking house empty, my nigga, okay? It's like, you have to think about this shit for real. I don't need to know when you're on vacation because, like, somebody is gonna hit your shit up. You have to be careful. Like, we done said this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't no joke.
You see us posting about, like, we're out of town and we're on vacation somewhere, we're already, like, back here.
We're already back home.
And you don't know what we got. If we got heat or something on us, you don't know. We're not going to tell you. You ain't going to tell nobody. It ain't nobody's business. If you find out, it's probably not a good thing. So we don't tell nobody that shit. That's like, you got something to say?
Yeah, people, like, with kids, I see fucking your children are fucking adding me as friends on Facebook. I was like, no.
Yeah. And then some of y'all tell them when your children are at. Like, everybody, like, people who's paying attention, they know what school they go to, they know where you work and when you get them, all that stuff, man.
Cool.
Shit is dangerous.
Yo, in Ohio, like, human trafficking is off the chain. Like, and it's easy because you fuckers are on social media and you let your kids go on social media and, they're doing what you're doing. They're posting their locations. They're talking about what they're doing. These kids are coming up missing every day. And it's like, yo, like, somebody's got to start educating people about this whole social media shit because it's crazy. It's dangerous.
And y'all got to stop running your mouth up on here. That's like me getting up on here and be like, yo, man, me and my wife having problems, man. We, she don't like me. She be haunted by herself at home,
And we be
then
seeing
some
people
dude
like
that I know going up in there.
We be seeing people like this all the time, and it's like, why is this motherfucker talking about this for total strangers? It's like, number one, it makes you look bad. Number two, you know what I'm saying? You putting too much of yourself out there for strangers.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you're not getting paid for this shit. Like, those fuckers on, like, reality TV and shit, that shit is fake.
Yeah, it's scripted. Everything you see on
that
TV
shit is
scripted.
fake, and they're getting money for it. And it's
You're
like,
not on reality TV. I know that the internet thing is like, that's probably how a lot of people in the world gonna get their 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
And like, especially you got thousands of followers and stuff like that. But like, this shit ain't fame. It ain't good for you. Everything ain't good for you. Don't put all your business out there. If people get in relationships and I'm with him, we together, and 2 days later, y'all motherfuckers ain't together no more. We about to get married and shit. 1 week later, y'all ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying? This shit is stupid. There's some stuff you just gotta keep to yourself. I'm having a horrible day. I guess you just need somewhere to vent, and you're doing it online, and you don't know who's watching. Even if you only got 100 friends. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's watching. All right, we've been married for 17 years. I ain't ashamed of her. She ain't ashamed of me. But, like, I mean, there's some stuff that just don't need to go online. We don't need to be talking about how I was hitting it from the back or some shit. It's not nobody else's business. People do this shit, man. They put it all out there, man. Y'all crazy, So, that's pretty much it. Peace.